Lazy big show. Don't fall in the...
Yeah, they're all coming and doing that. I want to leave my things.
Yeah. Can we put our handprint in there?
I go right ahead. Depending on, you know, what you want to get.
It's just like Randy.
Ty Chrysler and Holly Humphreys have been okay. Who has now done 48. This is the 41st arrows. Yeah, he has a lot. Yeah.
And
It's easy for you to pose and
We don't have to wait on
there's a lot of history.
Into the Muleshoe air and into the Muleshoe ground. It is an era, but not just an era. Now, Charles Smith of New Home down in Lynn County, what kind of era is it?
It's a Quanah Parker Trail era that marks a Quanah Parker Trail.
And why do you know so much about it?
I've been working with them for about 2 years.
Now, who is they?
With the Plains Trails.
Uh-huh.
And we've been building these, and we're going to put them in from Big Springs to the top of Texas. 52 counties will have an era.
Well, now Bailey County and Muleshoe has their era here at the Muleshoe Heritage Foundation, right off of U.S. Highway 84 at the west edge of Muleshoe, and we'll want you to come by and see it. It's right here on the main road leading into the center, and it's in front of what they're developing to be the Visitor Center. And now, Charles, you know a lot more about this era because you're the sculptor, the artist, the designer, right?
Right.
And the colors, do they mean anything?
The yellow and the blue are Comanche colors.
Uh-huh.
They required us to put those on there.
I see. And who is they required?
The Comanche people
The Comanche.
ask us to put those colors on there.
Uh-huh. And now, this is the Quanah Parker Trail, and Quanah Parker simply was who?
He was the last chief of the Comanche Indians, and it was roam free. They went to the reservation under his guidance and transitioned to civilian life and stopped roaming the plains and living in a primitive area.
And they could have been standing right here about 150 years ago.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Sure could.
And they definitely came right through Bailey County. We had a lot of water back then. I think that they sort of followed the water, didn't they?
They followed the rivers and creeks and trails and where they could be sure and have water.
Uh-huh. And we had that water and had it until not too many years ago, and we've got trains today. We knew we'd have a train come through, and that's progress, isn't it?
It is.
Do you think Quanah Parker would like what this plains of Texas looks like now?
I think it'd be a shock to him, and I think he would like it. I think he was progressive enough that he would like to see it progress.
And you know what I think? I think possibly we need today another person like Quanah Parker.
It would help a lot.
He was able to bind the wounds.
He was a great leader of his people, and he took them to the reservation peacefully and got the transition made very easly. Now,
you're the artist of the era.
Yes.
And so now tell me, how did you really come to design it? What was in your thought in designing this era?
I had built an era about 10 years ago for a man and for an insurance company in New Home. Asked me to do an era for he wanted to note the Henry Longfellow poem, I shot an arrow in the air and know not where it landed. Mm-hmm. I did that era and put it up about 10 years ago.
Where did you put it up?
In New Home.
Where you live?
Yes. And so Holly Humphreys from Tech comes along and finds that era and comes to me and asks me to be part of this Quanah Parker Trail. Uh-huh. And that's how I got involved with it.
And so what is the number on this era?
This is number 48.
And what does that signify, Charles?
There's 48 eras already on the Quanah Parker Trail out of the 52 counties. We have 20 more counties to go because some counties take 2 eras, some of them have taken 3.
And how many did Bailey take?
Bailey has 2 already.
And so we have one here at the Heritage Foundation, and this morning you placed one where?
Out at the Wildlife Refuge.
20 miles south of town. Now, where is it? Right on State Highway 214, or is it off?
It's right on, at the headquarters.
At the entrance there.
Yeah, yes.
If you're going into the headquarters 20 miles south of Muleshoe, it'll be right there as you're going out, and it'll be on your west if you're coming out of Muleshoe.
It'll be a small area. It's a 7-foot area.
Oh, it's
just smaller than this one. They wanted a small one. So this is my normal standard area right here.
Now, this is paid for by whom? This area behind you.
I'm donating them.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
All of them?
Yes. I take a tax donation receipt for them.
Sure.
And so it's my way to kind of pay back a lifetime of living here and working on the plains.
It's been good.
It's good.
Now, does that arrow sing? I want to know, does it sing?
Yes, it does.
And how does it sing? When?
When the wind blows strong enough, the fletchings and the feathers will vibrate and bump together, and it makes a singing sound.
And how strong does that wind have to be, do you think?
Oh, 40, 50 miles an hour.
Oh, it'll do that almost every day in Muleshoe or anywhere in West Texas.
Yeah, yes.
When you say West Texas, people say El Paso. No, the real West Texas, I say.
Right.
And so come by when it's a little bit stronger than today, and I bet you'll hear it sing.
Yes.
Do you have a wife?
No.
Have you ever been married?
Yes.
And do you have children?
Have 3 boys.
3 boys. I do too. So tell me about your family.
I have 3 sons. One's in Dallas. He works for the telephone company. One in Lubbock works for FiberMax. And my youngest in Atlanta works for IBM.
Well, I want to salute you for your work for Muleshoe, for West Texas, for the Quanah Parker Trail, and we hope you'll come back and bring your family and friends and tell others that it's here at the Muleshoe Heritage Foundation and the Muleshoe National Wildlife Refuge too.
I would love to do that.
Thank you for coming to Muleshoe today on this Friday, January the 18th. 2013, when the Quanah Parker Trail came to Muleshoe.